Hello, and welcome to Apigee Edge Platform Operation Part 3. This module will just cover backup and restore. We, of course, recommend that you back up all components across all data centers on a regular basis while they all have the same configuration state. We've made backing up and restoring components very easy, but there are certain aspects of the system you should take into consideration. When backing up a Cassandra ring, the member nodes should be backed up one at a time. The backup process actually shuts down Cassandra, so by performing the backup serially, you ensure that the availability of the Cassandra service is uninterrupted. The same is also true of Zookeeper. With Postgres, if your installation contains more than one Postgres master, then back them up one at a time to prevent any impact to the Edge UI. If you have standby nodes, it is not necessary to back these up. With Restore, if you're restoring Cassandra, OpenLDAP, or Zookeeper, it is essential that all nodes in the cluster are restored to achieve consistency, especially in the case that organizations or environments have been created since the backup. As I said earlier, performing a backup is simple. Using the Apigee service utility, simply add backup after the component name. For example, Apigee service Apigee Cassandra backup will back up Apigee Cassandra. The command performs the following actions. It stops the service, except for Postgres as previously mentioned. It creates a tar file of the component's data and etc directories. If the following files exist, then they are also backed up. The opt Apigee token application component name.properties, opt Apigee customer application component name.properties, opt Apigee customer defaults.sh, and opt Apigee customer license.txt. This is the Apigee license file. The backup creates a directory using the component's name in opt Apigee backups if it does not already exist. The tar file is then written and named using the format backup-year.month.day, hour.minute.seconds.tar.gz. If necessary, it then restarts the component. To make things even easier, all components on a machine can be backed up using the Apigee all backup command. Finally for this module, restoring components. If the worst has happened and you need to restore, don't worry, you've got backups, right? Restores can only be done one component at a time. Unlike backups, you cannot use Apigee all to restore all components on a machine. Restoring components follows the same format. Apigee service, component name, restore, and optionally supply a backup file name. If no backup file is supplied, then the utility will use the most recent one. In our example, we are restoring Apigee Cassandra using a backup from the 17th of March 2016. The restore command performs the following actions. It uses a specified backup or gets the latest backup if no file was specified. It checks to see if the following directories are empty. These are opt Apigee data and the component name, and opt Apigee etc component name.d. If these directories are not empty, the restore will halt and you'll be asked to remove them. If the directories are empty, the backup is restored. Restore does not restart components automatically. You must do that manually. And this concludes this module. Thank you.